and attention was squarely on him in that first half, yet he's still able to be the most effective player on the floor.
But for him, Greg, it's nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, we don't expect anything less, and I'd bet he has even more in store for us during the stretch run.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Lakers. We've got Russell. Roy Hibbert is out there with Randall. Then there's Kobe. And it's Bolton in at the three. And then Hibbert with the dunk.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard. Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And that one's good. Russell.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
Here's Bolton. That's good. And it's Kobe with the assist. He has 6.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
And now we have a chance to check out Freak here. His last 10 games, first in free throw percentage, and he's a flamethrower from distance. Top 10 in the league in three-point shooting.
And it's nice when you've got a guy who doesn't miss much from the line. You just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been automatic this season.
Russell kicks to Randall. Back to Russell. 5 to shoot. Banked in off the glass. And it's 6 points for Julius Randle.
And it's all one-way traffic tonight, boy. They have been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get. But, again, it's just one game, but nonetheless a very impressive one, the way they've handled their business here.
Randall a screen on Thompson. Hibbert with the screen. Thompson against Russell. Kicks it to Hibbert. 17-foot shot on the way. That's no good. It's his second miss. He's made 4. Pass to Freak. Can't get it to go.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Dishes to Randall. Excellent D here by Iguodala.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it. You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air. Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And we've seen those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past. And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Well, for the past month, it's been quite a three-point shooting display for these small forwards. Just check out their percentages from long range. Andre Iguodala third. The 4th spot held by Harrison Barnes.
I mean, you've got a dilemma when it comes to any of the guys on that list. Stay up tight on them on the perimeter, and you risk them blowing by you. But if you back off, you might get your feelings hurt.
Well, I think you've got to take the first approach, Greg. You got to get up into them. You can't give these guys any space to shoot the three.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those two things, it makes it real hard to score on him.
Russell against Thompson. Russell passes to Zeller. Unloads from 13. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got his 3rd rebound tonight. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Another 3 for Golden State.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Pass to Bass. The feed to Williams. Great D that time from Green.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup. And when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to rally and get back into it.
And, Greg, it was really their defense just as much as their offense that served as the real catalyst, and I think it allowed them to put that run together. They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
And that one's good. Freak.
And all of a sudden, the shots now falling in bunches. The complexion of this game has completely changed.
Yeah, and that was the only thing that could have brought them back in this game. Everything had to start dropping. And boy, have they gotten on a roll.
Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And honestly, guys, in real time, I couldn't really see whether he got it off in time, but with the benefit of replay, it seems pretty clear that the clock expired just before the release.
And you know, as a player, you're aware of that clock ticking down on you, but within that last fraction of a second, it's really hard to know when you're focusing on your release and the defenders if you waited just a split second too long.
Well, the ruling is in, and the call stands. No basket, so no change, Clark, and the scoreboard as we end the quarter.
Smart decision to review the shot. That was indeed very close to being legitimate.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Los Angeles, and Golden State also making a change. Freak's checked in for Curry. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Iguodala and Green are set at the forward spots. Freak is out there with Livingston, and it's Ezeli in at the pivot spot manning the middle.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it. Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take. Hibbert has been all kinds of trouble for him. He has 8 points, and when it comes to rebounding, he's had a nice night there, too.
He's not afraid to mix it up there in the middle, getting in there and doing a lot of the dirty work.
Russell, he's checked in for Gallenberg. And Golden State also making a change. Ben McLemore, he's checked in for Sean Livingston. Freak kicks to Ezeli. Randall against Green. Shot clock at 5. And he gets it to go. 19 points for Freak.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
And again, the Lakers no good.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Lakers.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And also, their second chance points have been a story all night as well. That's just pure effort and hustle.
And he recovers it. Picked by Randall. Bryant drives in. It's rebounded by McLemore.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Russell high post. It's stolen by McLemore. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Freak.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
Yeah, and for them to reduce the lead, they should keep the pace brisk. I mean, that's how they've generated the highest quality shots.
Thompson is checked in for McLemore. So it's the Warriors now. Here's Freak. The shot no good. Great tee that time from Hibbert. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Back to Russell. Bryant, that's for 2. That's short off the rim.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Freak goes back up, gets the bucket, and the foul. Julius Randle picks one up.
Well, they found the touch here in the second half from the field, and everything else we talk about, folks, rebounding, defense, all of that. This game is still about making shots. You got to put the ball in the basket. That's the bottom line. and they found a way to do it here in the second half.
Doris Burke has an update.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard the Lakers coach as he addressed his team. It was a pretty upbeat huddle. He said, "I'll bet they won't take us lightly next time, guys." Clearly, he was aware of their underdog status coming into this basketball game, guys.
Thank you, Doris. The drive by Russell. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. And the Lakers lead by 3. Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against Houston. Green kicks to Freak. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Freak's got 8 points here in this quarter.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
1:25 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Kobe. The shot is off. Great D that time from Freak. Golden State's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Oh, and they take the lead. Freak's got 27 points.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
That's good. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
Absolutely. I mean, 6 lead changes here so far.
Exciting stuff.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
Here's Bolton, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving grace of that situation.
And so it's Golden State with it. It's a 3-point game. Thompson misses. Outside Bryant. He dishes it to Randall. Unloads from 13. It's in!
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
And it's the Warriors' ball. Here's Freak. Nails it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
As clutch a shot as I have ever seen.
In a word, gutsy.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got a foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
Don't be afraid to make it foul. Take it. You got the look.
Now the pass to Ezeli. Shoots from 12. Randall grabs the board. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
There's 14 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Passes to Iguodala. Thompson from long range. Iguodala dishes to Ezeli. Here's Freak. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. And so the Lakers take the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but Clark, a win nonetheless.
Yeah, and it appeared to